Tower Records was an international retail music franchise from 1960 until 2006 and currently an online music store. Welcome to Eric C. Productions. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified of my latest videos that are posted during the week. Please leave a suggestion or a comment and maybe you might see that video in a future posting. Thanks for watching, and now back to the program.
Now going on.
January.
Clearance. Sale.
At all.
Tower.
Record.
Video and book.
Stores.
3.
Days.
Only.
3 CDs.
Just 35 bucks. Thousands.
To choose from.
Hundreds.
Of movies.
2 for.
20 bucks.
All books.
30% off. Laserdisc.
And video games.
Sale price. It ends.
Thursday.
Midnight. 3 CDs.
35 bucks.
2 videos.
20 bucks. Books. 30% off. Right now.
At all.
Tower.
Record.
Video and book.
Stores.
3.
Days.
Only.
It ends.
Thursday.
Midnight.
In 1960, Russell Solomon opened the first Tower record store on Broadway in Sacramento, California. Solomon named it for his father's drugstore, which shared a building and name with the Tower Theater, where Solomon first started selling records. The first standalone Tower record store was located at 2514 Watt Avenue in Arden Arcade, a suburb of Sacramento, California. By 1976, Solomon had opened Tower Books, Posters, and Plants at 1600 Broadway, next door to another Sacramento Tower Records location. Arguably, the most famous Tower Records outlet was opened in 1971 on the northwest corner of Sunset Boulevard and Horn Avenue in West Hollywood. The chain eventually expanded internationally with stores in Japan, United Kingdom, Canada, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, Malaysia, the Philippines, Ireland, Israel, United Arab Emirates, Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador, and Argentina. Everyone from the clerks to the customers could feel those good vibrations. During its flush years, Tower was a pilgrimage place for music fanatics, even for the world's biggest stars. Tower Records had everything. The clerks knew their stuff. They were really on their ball. They just weren't employees that happened to work at a music store. They were devotees of music. Although they were all under the same banner, the same name, the same yellow and red signage, each one was run individually by the people in the stores. The clerks, the buyers for each individual store, the art department from each individual store. Each store represented its city or its neighborhood in the city. They all had their own style. In 1983, the company began publishing a music magazine, Pulse, which contained record reviews, interviews, and advertising. Initially, it was given away free in their stores to promote their record sales. After 9 years, in 1992, the magazine began national distribution with a cover price of $2.95, but it was canceled when the company discontinued U.S. operations. From 1983 until December 2002, Tower Records published it monthly, 222 issues in all. As part of the 2002 settlement with 41 states over CD price fixing, Tower Records, along with retailers Musicland and Trans World Entertainment, agreed to pay a $3 million fine. It is estimated that between 1995 and 2000, customers were overcharged nearly $500 million and up to $5 per album. But it made no difference to the fate of the business. Tower Records entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy for the first time in 2004. Factors cited were the heavy debt incurred during its aggressive expansion in the 1990s, growing competition. Tower's competitors weren't just other record stores. Big box outlets like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy wanted music fan dollars too, but they discounted CD prices drastically to get customers through their doors in hopes that they'd also pile things like clothes, pet food, batteries, and TVs into their shopping baskets. Tower couldn't afford to discount CDs much, and they couldn't persuade consumers to spend somewhere between $12 to $19 an album. Solomon couldn't persuade the labels to lower their prices or start selling CD singles. Tower couldn't compete with internet music piracy. Mismanagement, managerial incompetence, and crippling restrictions from the first bankruptcy deal also contributed to Tower's demise. It was a classic case of making the wrong move at the wrong time. They expanded in the 90s, right when the industry was on the cusp of a huge change. In February of 2004, the debt was estimated to be between $80 to $100 million, and assets totaled just over $100 million. There was some wrangling, bits of the company were sold, but basically, in 2006, it went bust, shutting its doors and was written off, ending a 46-year history. On August 20th, 2006, Tower Records filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy for a second time in order to facilitate a purchase of the company prior to the holiday shopping season. On October 6, 2006, Great American Group won an auction of the company's assets and commenced liquidation proceedings the following day. This included going out of business sales at all U.S. Tower Records locations, the last of which closed on December 22, 2006. The Tower Records website was sold separately. What you see here is the iconic Los Angeles Tower Records on Sunset now.
A Sacramento music icon is back after 14 years. Tower Records is selling vinyls, cassettes, and LPs not over the counter, but online.
Yeah, CBS 13's Ryan Hill looks at what it means to have the Sacramento staple back on the big stage.
Photos of yesteryear show the focused faces of music fans shopping for records at Tower Records, which was founded in Sacramento in 1960. Now, after 14 years, people will be able to pick up their favorite tunes at Tower again.
I think it's really cool that Tower Records is back, especially because it's such a legendary brand within Sacramento.
Just seeing it come back online is actually pretty great.
And pretty bold, considering the pandemic tailspin, sending businesses scrambling.
I mean, it's hard for any business to come back online right now during a pandemic because of all the restrictions you face.
It's great that they have, this big catalog of artists and of music, but I still miss Tower.
Andrea Lepore is the co-founder of a downtown Sacramento restaurant named after Tower Records' founder, who she knew since 2009 until his death in 2018. While there's excitement for Tower Records to be back in tune, it doesn't strike the same chord as walking into one of their stores.
There's obviously, nostalgia in the brand and in Tower, but so much of what Tower was the employees. Starting with Russ, obviously, they were such community gathering places that online experience is really not the same.
Though there could be a new community connection for those scrolling through the storied Sacramento-based music mecca.
I think it could create a new nostalgia for people that haven't really heard of Tower Records for going online and stuff like that for their vinyls.
Yeah, not the same as going in the store, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
Tower Records said some 200 stores worldwide before the company went bankrupt back in 2006.
Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.